Okay, so in this video we will be discussing professional judgment as it relates to an audit under GAS, and this is in section 200.18, and it says the auditor should exercise professional judgment in planning and performing an audit of financial statements. So what exactly does professional judgment mean? Fortunately for us, the AICPA has defined professional judgment, so let's go to the definition. So the AICPA defines professional judgment as the application of relevant training, knowledge, and experience within the context provided by auditing, accounting, and ethical standards in making informed decisions about the courses of action that are appropriate in the circumstances of the audit engagement. And so, to understand more of exactly what does this mean, the AICPA has provided some interpretive guidance. So let's go down to the interpretive guidance. Okay, so here we have some more explanation of how to apply this requirement for professional judgment. And so first they say that the ethical requirements in GAS and other accounting principles are merely frameworks, so they don't particularly apply specifically to every situation that the auditor will encounter. And for that reason, the auditor needs to use his own knowledge and experience as a basis to apply those standards. And that may come about in his assessment of materiality and audit risk, his determination of what should be the nature, time, and extent of the audit procedures that he's going to use. It could be evaluating whether sufficient appropriate audit evidence has been obtained, and evaluating management's judgments and applying the applicable financial reporting framework. And he will use his professional judgment in drawing on the conclusions based on the audit evidence that he obtained. And so how does the auditor get this level of professional judgment that's required in an audit under GAS? And he does that through his training, his knowledge, for instance, maybe in university, and his experience throughout performing other audit engagements. And so in cases where he comes across an area of the audit where he doesn't have this appropriate level of training, knowledge, or experience, he should consult with other people within the audit firm or outside of the audit firm. And in those situations, AUC Section 220 insists in using consultants for the audit. And so in all cases, the auditor should use the facts and circumstances that he knows up to the date of the auditor's report to make his judgments that reflect competent application of auditing standards and accounting principles in light of those facts and circumstances. And this professional judgment not only needs to be exercised, but it also needs to be appropriately documented. So the auditor needs to document his work papers in a way that would allow an experienced auditor that's not connected with the audit at all to understand the judgments that the auditor made in reaching his conclusions. And also, the auditor should not use professional judgment as an excuse for not making appropriate decisions or doing the appropriate procedures to obtain reasonable assurance on the audit. So in deciding to perform a particular procedure or come to a particular conclusion, he can't just say he used his professional judgment. He has to explain the facts and the circumstances and how he came to his decision.